Hey peeps, Tyler here with a library haul. I went to my local city library. I got 8 books. I'm pretty sure that's the max I could get. And they're actually renovating, they're not finished. Which makes me so happy because from my understanding, they get funding based on how many people use them and whatnot. So the fact that they're renovating and getting bigger is going to be huge when it's finished. I guess people in my hometown read a lot. So that makes me happy. I mean, I'm assuming that, but... Anyway, here are the 8 books. The first 4 I'm going to mention are a priority because I can't, get them elsewhere unless I buy them. The other 4 I can get on, Hoopla or Everend, which used to be called Scribd. Stuff like that. So these first 4, hopefully I'll get to, because they're due back February 13th. And I have surgery February 8th, which is supposed to take about 2 hours and be a same-day surgery. It's top surgery, which you already knew if you've been here at all. But if you're new. And, so apart from that, from, now until February 13th, minus the surgery, I just need to read as much as possible. But between now and then, hopefully I'll get at least these first 4 done. But we'll see. The Disordered Cosmos, A Journey into Dark Matter, Space-Time, and Dreams Deferred. Which I forget what the hell this is about. I know it's nonfiction, and it's science, and whatnot. So it's not like I've forgotten what it's about exactly. But it's been on my want-to-read list for frickin' ever, and I've just... keep forgetting about it because I have literally thousands on my want to read list on Goodreads. I'm just gonna read this first blurb. What a cosmic testimony this is. It glitters like night and reveals like day. It is a science servant of the black, the queer, the trans, the disabled, and all others who seek to be as free as the cosmos allows. Through her lens, I see that there is, in fact, plenty of room in the universe for those who, on Earth, are forced to fold themselves up. Rejoice, for we have the space. Robert Jones, Jr. Because there's a whole bunch of blurbs. But that blurb alone has to be sold. Black, queer, trans, disabled. Hello, I'm 3 of those things. Queer, trans, and disabled. Yes, please. Give it to me. And it's nonfiction, and it's science about the universe or something. Yay, I'll learn a lot. So the second book is fiction. 6 of these are actually nonfiction. This is one of the 2 that is fiction. It's Real Life by Brandon Taylor. At least I'm pretty sure it's fiction. Almost everything about Wallace is at odds with the Midwestern University town where he is working uneasily toward a biochem degree. An introverted young man from Alabama, black and queer, he has left behind his family without escaping the long shadows of his childhood. For reasons of self-preservation, Wallace has enforced a wary distance even within his own circle of friends, some dating each other, some dating women, some feigning straightness. But over the course of a late summer weekend, a series of confrontations with colleagues and an unexpected encounter with an ostensibly straight white classmate conspire to fracture his defenses while exposing long-hidden currents of hostility and desire within their community. Real Life is a novel of profound and lacerating power, a story that asks if it's ever really possible to overcome our private wounds and at what cost. That sounds very interesting. Those 2 I had heard of. This one I had not heard of before. But I got it because Pluto. Discovering Pluto Exploration at the Edge of the Solar System. Nonfiction. I literally know nothing except it's nonfiction and it's about Pluto. I did look at the table of contents when I was in the library. 27 years or 3 billion miles, a new planet, gaps with the tip of a pen, planetary astronomy, icy Earth and beyond, why ice and Pluto matters. Those are just a few of the chapter titles. There's 20 chapters. This I actually got because it reminds me of a friend. One, I'm really interested in creatures and such, so I'm like, I am interested in it. Even without this friend, I'm sure I probably still would have picked it up. But one of my friends goes to university and she has studied folklore and shit. So It's Caverns, Cauldrons, and Concealed Creatures, a study of subterranean mysteries in history, folklore, and myth. And it was difficult to find, but apparently you can find it. The 4th edition, this is actually the 2nd expanded and revised edition. Turns out there's been a 3rd and a 4th. And I think it's the 4th, I could be wrong. But you can actually like buy it for like $20 on lulu.com. I'll get the link and put it in the description because it was like nowhere else except used on Amazon for like $200 plus. Which, holy shit. And probably wasn't even the new edition. Obviously. So, yeah, this. So then these other 4. We Are Not Broken, Changing the Autism Conversation by Eric Garcia. I am autistic. It's about autism. I am not broken. Yes, sometimes autism is a pain in the butt. But it's also who I am. And I like who I am. It has pros and cons like anything else. Do I Make Myself Clear? Why Writing Well Matters by Harold Evans. This I had not heard of. It was just to the writing section, and I'm like, let me get something out of the writing section, because there was a bunch of books on writing. I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not, but I got it for free from the library, so I don't lose anything. This I also had not heard of. I've heard of a lot of books about Palestine lately, but not this one. Palestine, A Personal History by Carl. I am not going to attempt to butcher that last name, because I'm sure I would butcher it. But apparently it's a history about Palestine, which I know pretty much nothing about. So, I'll try to unfuck that. And last but not least, Salvage the Bones. Some people, some friends, people I trust, have loved this book. I forget what the fuck it's about, but I know it's been on my want to read list for a while, and that some of my friends have loved it. So I'm going into this pretty much blind, so whatever. That is my library haul. Have you read any of those? Let me know your thoughts with the spoilers. Granted, I don't really think you can spoil nonfiction, but that's my own personal opinion, and most of them are nonfiction. Do you use... If you have one, do you use your local library? Let me know. I also use Libby and Hoopla, because I can use those from home, which is awesome. So yeah, I probably look really tired. I am, but I'm also happy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you want to do. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And of course, I said that because I'm posting this to YouTube, but I'm also posting this to TikTok probably, so now none of that makes any sense. Goodbye.